Howdy, everybody. Welcome on into the cargo bay where it's time for a little bit of hobby talk.
Hobby talk.
How's it going, BC?
I thought I'd go with a subtle, understated hobby talk today. It's going well. I just thought it'd kind of fit our vibe and our mood. Just understated,
Yeah, I
nice
can
and
get
simple
down with
today.
that. I can bring it
Yeah,
down a little bit,
yeah,
BC.
yeah. How about you? How you doing? How's your day going?
Uh, it's fine. I'm
Should I
excited.
stop asking you?
Yeah, I think
Should I
for a
stop?
while. I think
Just
until
stop inquiring. Stop inquiring about the
and
personal life.
until I'm employed, I think it's safe to say that I am continuing to spiral downward until I
Mhm.
have money coming into the bank. But things are all right.
Hey, for all of our cargo babies out there, if you're independently wealthy and are looking hardest workers around, I can suggest no one finer than my co-host from the Cargo Bay, Adam B.
Hey, that's
Let's
right.
go
Give me a
throw that out
job.
there.
BC, I see
um,
you put some cola cans on the homepage here, the front of the docket.
I did, yeah. This has nothing to do with Top Star Wars. I just wanted to add a little flair to our title slide here, because it reminded me whenever we were talking about product tie-ins on our last set guide video, of one of my favorites of all times, which was whenever Phantom Menace was coming out, seeing these cans in a gas station and grabbing a Darth Maul or an Obi-Wan, you know.
Yeah, is that Chancellor Valorum down there got a can?
That,
That's insane.
there's all sorts of cans. You get Shmee's got a can. Yeah, you got there's some really great cans out there. Of
I
course, Wano.
I remember getting that 3PO one. Uh, that I remember having in hand, maybe more than once.
I know for sure Obi-Wan Kenobi I had in hand, and
Nice.
Qui-Gon Jinn. I remember those very distinctly. Seeing the mall can, I remember that as well. Um, but yeah, these bring back some fond memories. I of course had nothing to do with any diet soda cans as a child. I wanted as much sugar as you could possibly
Yes.
put into my soda. So don't remember seeing any Padmes or Shmees.
Wait, were they
Um,
limited to the diet soda cans?
I think they might have
I
been.
remember getting a 3PO in blue, so I think maybe
Okay,
they
all right.
just, but I could
Maybe
be
I'm
wrong.
misremembering. No,
Yeah, I definitely
you're
wasn't
probably right.
drinking diet soda. That does seem like
No,
it's something that would happen in 1999, is that we put the ladies on the diet soda cans.
it does seem like something that would happen. But yeah, I just thought I'd flare it up a little bit. But let's get down to the brass tacks. Before we do that, let's tell everyone to like and subscribe because I know
Uh,
that's going to happen next.
yeah, here
Hey,
you go.
everyone, welcome to Cargo Bay. Appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you like and subscribe. Appreciate the comments that we're getting from first time viewers who are just finding us. Always
Hey,
appreciate seeing new voices and in the comment section. So very much appreciate that. And I know why you're here. You're here for the Topps Star Wars trading card news. And by gosh, that's what we're here to give you.
we got a lot of it, BC.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Let's get to it. Don't forget, we're trying to get to 500 subs by the end of the year.
Yeah.
The big news, BC, high tech is out.
Yep. That's the big news. Yeah, last time we recorded, it was the I guess the pre-release day for High Tech at the New York Comic Con. Uh, this is they were selling for $100 a box. This is 6 cards per box, 2 guaranteed parallels, and hey, you can look for autographs. It doesn't mean you're going to find them, but you can look in those boxes.
And they are
Uh,
sticker autographs this time
of
around.
course,
High tech
yeah.
has been on card in the past.
I think previously there has been some on card with that. Um, but yeah, this came out and the images started hitting the interweb. The sales were going on the eBays. We'll talk about some sales here. But I gotta say, as someone who wasn't inclined to like high tech to begin with, I don't particularly like this.
Yeah, I really don't like the most common pattern, which is this
Mm-mm.
slug pattern, like slug slime pattern. I think it looks
Yeah,
gross.
yeah, I called it giraffe, but it's also got like spider web vibes. It's not good. it's the most common, and I definitely hate the look of it. Just totally hate it.
Yeah. Again, I've never had I haven't seen any of these in hand, which often drastically changes my opinion.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, so from what I'm seeing of the set, it's definitely not for me. I'm
Mm-mm.
sure that a lot of people like this. I kind of like the weird border around the top. Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. A lot of the image selection is weird to me, but I'm glad you have this image of this Chewbacca on here, BC, because with that piece of paper or whatever's behind it, you can see that there's like a pattern, like a reflective
Hmm.
pattern on the clear part. That's kind of cool, I
Yeah.
guess.
It's got
So,
like the basically with like the atomic finishes,
yeah.
I think is kind of what that background looks like. Um
I think a big
yeah,
part of me really hating this set too is just like $100 for 6 of these cards. No, thanks. I'm good.
no, I'm way out on it. And as everyone knows, I between the two of us, just the highest roller in the cargo bay.
Uh-huh.
And even me looking I am saying that in all jest, of course. Even me looking at, hey, I like opening stuff so people can see it, and maybe I'll pay more than I would normally want to
Right.
for a box. I looked at this and was like, there is no chance I'm going to spend $100 to open this product for any reason at all. I don't think the images are great. I don't think the our various backgrounds are that great. Like, if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna collect this, I can't say, and we can't stress enough, just go buy what you want as opposed to opening this stuff.
Yeah.
This to me is like the gambler thing. Like, I get it. If the rip and it fits your budget and you just like the chase, like, fantastic. This is a great product for that.
Yeah.
Definitely not for us. I do think there's, if you hit right, and you sell quickly, you can maybe make your money back, maybe make a little bit of money on these. But in terms of collecting, like, you have to buy so many of these boxes to even come close to a set collecting. So it's
Yeah.
like I kind of don't see the point of this other than that, like, the gamble for the big parallel or whatever,
Yeah, we
Like, I
had
just really don't.
a comment, someone mentioned, as a set collector, high tech is very difficult because,
Yeah.
that it's just so expensive per pack. Even the base cards are going to be a little bit expensive. So maybe we should move on to some recent sales. I did want to say this, it's a good Han Solo image that I haven't seen a lot.
I was well,
That's cool.
I wanted to. I don't know if you know or not, and again, great content when I ask questions that neither one of us know the answers to. But it's the same image across the various backgrounds, right? Like,
I don't know if they're short prints or whatever.
because
I
to
think
me,
so.
like, the thing I can most relate this to recently is that, like, the bounty hunter set where it's like tier one, tier two, tier three, where it's like these backgrounds are the different tiers, right? There's scarcity built into those. So it's like, yeah, we can make a lot more, but it's like, are you getting any more bang for your buck with the more scarce background that's on the Grogu one? Like, I don't I don't know.
I
I
mean, it's
just
just like a normal parallel numbered parallel, right? It's like
but it's
changing the background instead of the color border, right?
yeah, yeah, it is. It's just I don't know. It's like we're creating but there's even a base version of that, right? So it's the same base image of all of them across all three backgrounds. I don't know.
Yeah,
If I'm wrong, let me know. I just don't think it's
I mean,
I
to
don't
me,
know.
this is exactly the same as like a galaxy parallel, where it's like, yeah, the prism refractor, it's the same image on everything, right? But I get the
Yeah,
appeal. It's just not doesn't strike my particular
no.
bell.
Mm, no. No. Yeah, let's go look at what these hotcakes are selling for.
Yeah.
There were a few sales that I just wanted to pull off of 130point.com. Again, our last video we talked about pricing. That's where I pulled this from. Had a question in the comments last week about where'd you find those accepted offer prices. 130point.com. You can see just a base Krennic with the wave, which is the middle pattern design. So someone took $5 for that. It seems, fine. I probably wouldn't pay $5 for it, but it is if you're collecting Krennic, like, cool.
Yeah, from here
get away
in that
from
small image, that's a good looking Krennic card to me.
yeah. You've got a Finn parallel that is sold for $20 out of 75. Ahsoka just in the base, no parallel. Obviously, Ahsoka's going to command a higher price, I think, as collectors, but that a base Ahsoka sold for $36. I don't expect that price to go up as more of these, come out. But if you want to be the first person to buy it or the first, it's gonna be a little bit extra scratch, perhaps. And I
Okay.
did think the Bo Katan. So this is the insert. There's
The-
this Mandalorian insert, which I think the background looks better than any of the other backgrounds on the main set. This was an of 50 that sold for $150, which seems like a lot to me for an of 50. But if you're collecting Bo Katan and you want that first one, by all means, go for it. I think if you're a seller, having the exclusive from the New York Comic Con is a benefit to get them out and sell them as early as you can. But I think you also got to factor in the fact that you're paying money to be at the New York Comic Con. Part of that too. I don't know. It's all just kind
I
of tied
lost
up
the
in that.
end of that sentence, BC. You're paying money to be at the New York Comic Con,
Well,
and
yeah, it's like to me, it's like if you're the appeal is that like this is a New York Comic Con exclusive. It's the first to market.
are you saying
You're
there
also
are cards exclusive to the New York Comic Con
no,
release, or you're
no,
just
no, no.
meaning that because you
The
were
the
there, you get them out first?
because you were there, you
Yeah,
get them out
because
first.
there are
So, like,
exclusive New York Comic Con cards, which
yes, I guess we could also talk about that because there's been, I guess, some confusion about what was going on at New York Comic Con.
yeah,
You could buy high tech early for
uh,
$100 a box. Fantastic! Wow, what a deal! You could also get a promotional pack of Star Wars cards at New York Comic Con from the Topps booth. That was basically it was flagship cards, but uh,
different parallels.
with a con exclusive parallel on there. So they're two completely separate things that could be picked up from the same location. Um, those cards are fine. We like flagship. I think
Yeah,
I'd definitely rather have flagship than high tech. I just think for this, like if you can be first to market and sell it, great. Because there's a market for it, but I just have no inclination to touch any of high tech really. I
yeah.
don't like it at all.
I'll be curious to see how these continue to sell. Again, when I hate a design, I know that means that there are people out there who love a design.
Right.
So,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah, I'll be curious to see what sales do. Is there another
Again,
page of sales, VC?
no, we'll go to some these other recent auctions. I just want to, I guess, put a ribbon on high tech for now. We don't want to yuck people's yum, right? We understand that
I
there are
don't
people
mind
who dig.
anymore.
At
I've
this
had my
point,
yum yucked enough.
at this point, who cares? I think if you like high tech, you're a more no. No, like if it's your thing, cool. I just to me, I don't get it. I really don't. So, for those of you who dig it, great, fantastic, enjoy it. The cargo bay cannot endorse this product.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'll take a
Father Times.
pass. Sorry,
Yeah,
Papa Tops. I
sorry,
don't
Papa
want your
T.
slug trail cards. I
No,
don't want
thank
your slug
you.
trail acetate. Get it out of here.
No, thank you.
All right. Let's check out some recent auction results. BC got some big cards of selling.
We did. I just was curious. I was looking at on this or eBay auctions. So, um, just some ones that I thought were crazy. This Grogu Mandalorian Superfractor, again, Superfractor is always going to command a price. In a PSA 10 from the comic book covers, $3,200 with 64 bids. Say what you want about the child, and we will. I thought it was a crazy price for this, but I guess for those who love the Grogu, you're willing to pay the premium on a
I
super
mean,
fracty.
yeah, there's just a lot of people out there who have more money than I do who fight over these, if it's a
Yeah.
major character and it's a super fractor, people are gonna bid each other up on it, I suppose. And this is a fairly unique, card, I guess. It's one of the more attractive Grogu cards out there, I think, because
Yeah,
it's not just a puppet, like not just like Grogu doesn't look
I
very
do.
good not in motion to me, So a lot of the
But
Grogu cards just look like, eh.
I mean, if you go back and look at the high tech image
Yeah,
of that,
yeah,
it's like, oh, that's just a puppet.
yeah.
There's
And
nothing
I love a puppet. I
activated or
love a puppet. I just
don't get
it
me
has to
wrong.
be moving around.
And there are lifeless puppets, and then there are puppets that are activated. That Grogu in the high tech looks like a puppet on a shelf. Looks like a
Yeah.
toy. This is cool because I like the design of it. I just thought the price was, I don't know. I guess I should never be surprised by superfractor prices. When
Oh,
you mentioned maybe like big characters selling for, big money, this 206 kind of shocked me when I saw a Val PSA 8 206 one of one sell for $876 with a bunch of bids. I was like, what?
if I had infinite money, I would much rather have the Val. One because I love 206,
Yeah,
and also because Val is not a character we see almost ever on Star Wars
true.
cards. She's dead, so her
Yeah,
place in the canon is safe.
it's
Um,
firm. Yeah,
I think she's great in Solo. I don't know the actor, but I know she's in other things that are cool. People like her generally, and I think she's good in the
yeah,
movie. So I understand this one more than the Grogu. I mean, I'm saying like,
yeah.
yeah, $3,200. I guess that makes sense for a Grogu 101. Yeah, but this seems less egregious to me. There because if you're a Val collector out there, what's the better version of a Val card? The solo
Yeah.
cards I don't love the look of. I don't know if she had a character insert card that was cool, but
I mean, I'm sure there are solo cards, but that set famously was just a giant pile of garbage, I think, whenever it came out. So it's
yeah,
really like super collectible. I
that's
don't know.
fine.
I haven't seen too many of those one of one six. I think they look amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, black jacket, black border, looking pretty cool there. I don't know.
Uh,
Oh, it is a
they're decent.
PSA 8. Is that what
It
that
is, yeah.
is? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I mean, I know it's a one of one, but I don't love seeing an 8 on a modern card. It bothers me a little bit. Even though
Yeah.
it's just like what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? I don't want to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess slab it for protection.
Those
It's better than having a
206
tiny top loader. I don't know.
206 sales have been crazy sometimes too
Yeah.
recently. Those-
I just think it's such there's such a like there's an unsung market of people who are nuts about 206 and collecting. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like it makes sense if there was someone who's like, I am going after all the one of ones, bidding back and forth with someone else who's in the same boat. It's like, I guess it makes sense. But that set is huge. It's so big.
If I had infinite money, yeah, I would be putting this I'd be putting this 206 in my pile of cards before the Grogu, but maybe I'm crazy. I just
I
think
don't
that's the
think
other thing is with Grogu, there's going to be a lot of Grogu's. Tops has proved that they are going to
so.
print they're going to print some Grogu cards.
Gonna be a lot of Grogu's. Yeah. Well, the cargo bay, our famous stands of the 206. We've got some in our cargo hold that I can't wait to rip
Oh,
into one day, but I do thoroughly enjoy those 206s. But
agreed.
yeah, grab those. I've got just another page of a couple of auction results.
Nice.
I thought I could take a look at.
Yeah,
Again,
wow.
just looking at things that are selling, being auctioned. We've got the Cracked Ice, the Wrath of Maul, 150 of 150, from 2021, sold for 104.50. A very cool card. And then this a Queen in Portrait, I think, is becoming like one of the hot the
Yeah,
hot ones from the 2023
I
set.
would think.
It's I mean it's a striking image because it's Mona Lisa, like it's
Yeah, it's
Padme,
funny.
Mona Lisa.
I think funny Star Wars cards should start fetching more money, y'all. They're
Yeah,
rare that
yeah,
they happen. They're rare
yeah,
that there's a bit of humor on
yeah.
your Star Wars card.
Yeah, and this one has like a droll sort of dry sense of humor too,
Yeah.
which I enjoy about it. But yeah, a 4 of 10 sold for $201. So you know, the- I just think this goes back to kind of what we were talking about. It all depends on the image with a lot of these things and the value you're gonna get. But 2021 still going strong on those parallels, and
Yeah.
2023 still got some good stuff to offer too.
I see a lot of cards go for big money, buy it now, or best
Yeah,
offer from 2021. Sometimes I've seen some auctions sneak by recently, some graded cards too, because you got to be really careful with this chrome stuff. It can be print
yeah.
lined all the hell when you get it. But keep your eyes on auctions if you want 2021. There's some stuff that'll sneak by. That mall, I might have sat on that versus auction it, but that's a good price for the seller,
See,
I think.
and I was interested in them all because I have one. I don't.
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
got an of 50, but it was print lined out of the pack. So it's like if I were to grade it, it wouldn't grade very. Um, it's just a card that I don't know what to do with, because it's
yeah,
cool, but it's like I don't. I'd feel bad like selling it, and I mean, I would obviously just go as like, hey, there's major lines rolling down because it's like it's if you look at the card, it's up like his back basically.
yeah,
So like you just see it going up his back at a certain line. You're just like, God, this looks so hideous if you hold it
yeah.
at the wrong angle. You're like, sucks.
I think I sold a 66 of that card. I think it was a 66 of 75 that
Oh,
I
nice.
I sold not too long ago. But yeah, and I also saw an X Fractor of that card sold for a ton of money recently. I think it was graded, but it was a
Yeah.
lot of money.
It's a cool card. It's a
Yeah.
cool card for sure. Just thought I'd pull these are again from the last couple days auction results. Always fun to see active bids on Star Wars cards there.
What's buying, what's a selling? Oh, and BC, it's time to go back to the Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame.
Pretty exciting, BC. Last week, we, of course, inducted the number one Luke Skywalker card, BC. Uh,
Iconic.
got
Yeah.
something behind that curtain. I'm ready for your cue, BC.
Uh, raise the curtain.
Ooh!
Oh,
There it is, BC. Our second
the
Hall of Fame card.
inductee.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got our second inductee into the Hall of Fame. This is, of course, the famous, infamous, legendary Yoda promo from Galaxy Series 2. So I think this came out in 93 as a promo for 94, Galaxy Series 2. This card was not approved by Lucasfilm. Um, we could speculate on why, but I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with the fact that there's this wild religious imagery that exists, and
Uh-huh.
there was just because it's just like at this point, Lucasfilm was like, we haven't fleshed out Yoda's history. We don't know what's going on, and this card is just like, nah, they're like an ancient species that is like praising and worshiping the gods and stuff
Worshipping idols of
of
themselves.
themselves. Yeah. Truly just a fantastic card. Like the image itself, you're just like, oh yeah, this is good stuff. Um, but got pulled, obviously. But there are some of these sort of snuck out. So this is a very legendary and so famous Yoda promo card that sells for buku bucks when and if it ever comes up, which is very rare. It was reprinted in Galaxy Series 4
The
as
Lost
part of
Galaxy
the
inserts.
Lost Galaxy, yeah. Numbered out of I think 999. So there's a numbered version of this,
I think there are
and that's
multiple
that.
numbered versions, yeah.
Are there? Yeah. So I mean, those sell for a fair
Which is
price
always
too. But
surprising to me. Yeah, they sell for quite a bit as well.
that original promo, those ones that did sneak out, are the ones where the cheddar is at. And it's like the Honus Wagner, the famous cigarette baseball card, where it's like There's only a few in existence because he's like, I'm not going to endorse tobacco. Stop putting me in your tobacco card. And they're the ones that got out and
Yeah.
are worth like $1 million or whatever.
An
This is
undeniable
much
mystique
less than
to
that. There
this
is.
for that reason, you know?
I mean, it's got the mystique, but the image itself plays into the mystique of like,
Yeah.
what the hell is going on? You know?
Yeah.
Like,
This is
I love it.
weird and yeah, it's strange altogether.
Yeah, yeah. So for our second inductee, we have placed Yoda next to the Luke Skywalker in the Cargo Bay Hall of Fame, which of course makes Yoda ineligible for another card for this calendar year. Now
Yeah.
I know there's gonna be a lot of controversy. What are the Cargo Bay boys doing? They're not doing the 1980 Galactic Files, whatever the Star File Yoda.
Oh
No,
yeah. No.
I think this card is cooler.
Yep.
I do. I'm a big fan of this. So, uh, our Hall of Fame is taking shape. We're gonna have some more inductees coming up soon. But big congratulations to the Yoda Pro for
Yeah,
being inducted to the
welcome
Cargo Bay Hall of Fame.
welcome into the
Welcome,
Cargo Bay Hall
welcome,
of Fame.
welcome. Yeah.
All right, BC, moving on to our poll. Pick
Ooh,
one of these top Star Wars sets to resurrect, and BC, wouldn't you know, you were right. You were right. You were
I
right about
but
me.
but look how evenly this was. I mean, in terms of all the votes, a pretty even split. One
Yeah.
vote, one way or the other, could have swung it. So we did which of these top Star Wars sets would you resurrect? Wide Vision, 22%. Not sports cars is cursing the gods and
It's
screaming at the
fuming.
troglodytes right now. We've got Galaxy Paper at 22% as well. Galactic Files 30%, which is a cool set, and then Illustrated in black and white both at 13%. I I don't know. I just thought in terms of the split that we see there, I was kind of surprised. Most because Wide Vision had a stronger showing than perhaps I would have anticipated. But I think it would be cool to see Galactic Files come back in some shape or form.
Yeah, and Galactic Files is an all-character set.
Yeah.
Lots of information on those cards. It's cool to see that there's a fandom for Galactic Files. I do want to shout out the illustrated and black and white collectors out there. I see y'all are a different kind of collector out there. I like the cut of your jib. I feel like both of those sets are kind of more niche but very cool products.
I I would much rather spend money on a box of black and white than high tech, just for the sheer fun of one. You're going to get to open and look at more than 6 cards, but the photography in the black and white is like alternate images from the original trilogy. So I just think those are generally a cooler product to look at.
Yeah.
They're
If
not
I
acetate. There's not you can't see through them. But I think they're pretty cool. I think that's one that whenever we do our big old cargo rip, it'd be fun to bring a box
Yeah.
of that.
And I tell you, if I was doing one of these big signings, people been sending cards to Mark Hamill or whatever. I think a black and white image, a
Mm,
not from, the a not movie still from black and white
yeah,
would have been a really cool card to have signed. Maybe, a lot of people just want whatever's going to resell highest, and that
yeah,
might not be it. But if I was doing something from my PC, I might do that, BC.
yeah. I mean, everyone's, oh, I'm gonna get the number one sign. Okay, great, classic
Yeah,
decision. But
hard to
if it's
argue with.
something you're putting something on a shelf, you want a true, yeah, a unique piece. That black and white would be hard to beat.
And if you want to know what I would actually have for sure, check out our upcoming video on Galaxy Series 1. Ooh, a little
Oh,
tease. That'll be out on
oh,
Monday.
oh.
All right, BC, we got more stuff. Yeah, we got our current poll. Just
Yes,
asking, have
indeed.
you bought high tech? And this is a great, the comments here or the comments on our video, great place to tell us we're wrong about high tech. Yell at us for having bad taste. Let us know. But just asking
What?
if you've purchased or will be purchasing high tech cards from
Yeah.
2023.
Thumbs up, thumbs down it, do whatever you want, but just let us know.
Yeah.
Uh, Spoiler, I think everyone can guess where the cargo bay is going to vote.
I usually
This
don't vote in
one,
these polls, BCA.
oh, I stacked the deck. I
Let's say
stacked the deck every time.
that's why Galactic Files was at 30%.
Actually, I don't know that I voted on that one, but on the other ones I have voted. I
Um,
also voted with 6 other accounts just to.
I figured.
Should I not be doing that?
Yeah, I would ask you to stop BC for the
Okay.
sake of
Okay.
democracy.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
So the living set cards, BC. I'm seeing these right now for the first time. You built this docket today, and these are cool.
Yeah. We got a couple Bad Batch characters. We've got Steel Claw Kane and the Trickster, Flash Raktor. I like that both of them. We've got some quotation marks right there in the names this week. That's
Yeah,
fun.
dual quotations, dual eyeball shots. These are real. I don't know. This is cool. If I had money, I would pick these up. I
Yeah,
really like that the trickster.
I do
I've
too.
seen all of the Bad Batch. I don't remember that character or either of them. My memory did not hang on to Bad Batch very well.
No,
Gotta
mine
admit.
is very poor for Bad Batch. So
I
neither
know
one of
there's
them immediately jumped to mind.
I know there's a young clone who's named Alpha. Is that right?
Alpha. My name's
Alpha.
Alpha. Um, you're getting it wrong. It's Omega.
Okay.
Omega.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, those are cool. Do we know who did those this week? See?
I'd have to look. It's the same artist. I'm not sure
No.
which
Someone else will
did
have
it.
to look.
And let us know in the comments.
Moving on to the PC of
Oh,
BC.
oh, oh! I know everyone's looking. They're saying a 1994 tops Ryan Sandberg. That's right, everybody. Welcome to BC's PC, where I get to share whatever I want. So these are my most recent pickups. Um, Obviously the Ben Kenobi, fantastic Star Wars related, going into my 77
That's
PSA
beautiful.
7 collection. I was alerted to this by Not Sports Cards. Thanks for the heads up on this card.
Nice.
Lovely. Glad to add it to the collection here. And now the baseball card. This is a thoroughly unimpressive 1994 late stage career Ryan Sandberg baseball card in a PSA 9. This is a card I have been looking for forever. One, because no one is dumb enough to grade it because it has basically no value.
Uh-huh.
Unless you're me and I'm the collector out there who needs this for their Ryan Sandberg set collection.
Nice.
Because I'm doing a PSA 8 or better for his entire Topps career. So I've got everything at this point except for the bookends. The rookie card, which is easy to
Oh.
find. Simple. It's the most expensive, obviously, but is plentiful. Not a problem to find. And the 97, which is also very hard to find because, again, these are cards have no value. Again, unless you are me. So if anyone out there is holding a 1990 Ryan Sandberg in a PSA 8 or 9, let me know because I'm the buyer you're looking for. But this has been like a personal project for me that's sports related because Ryan Sandberg was like the first player that I grew up really like knowing as a youngster. So like kick-started my like baseball card collecting.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's something like I definitely shared with like my dad who collected way back in the day. So it was always like a PC focus for me. So I have all of them from my childhood ungraded and just like really terrible condition. So I've been going through and like buying all these. This one came up on during birthday week. I feel like there's some birthday
Nice.
magic with card collecting
Yeah.
sometimes. It's like this card, I've not seen it.
Yeah, that's
I've seen the
beautiful. And a
Topps
9
Gold
too.
in a 9. Great card. I think I offered like $20 for it because I was like, just need it. It's never going to come up again. Please just accept my offer.
Yeah.
And they did. So I was like, great, fantastic. It was like, it never comes up. And so it's one of those things like as a collector, sometimes you just need those things to fill part of your collection. And this was it. It came up when I never expect to see it. Which was like it was like the universe was like, here you go. We know it's your birthday. Go overspend on a 1994 Topps Ryan Sandberg, which I said
Love it.
absolutely will do.
I also like this I like this kind of action motion Topps has going on
I
here. It's pretty cool.
I love this. Like I legitimately love this card. It's the design of it is so 90s.
Yeah.
But I remember this was one of the first Ryan Sandberg cards, and again, not this specific card, but this version of this card was one of the first ones I pulled out of a pack as a kid. And I remember being so excited because like,
Yeah.
oh, I got my Ryan Sandberg card. So the image of it was the one that I would just stare at the card all the time because it's like I pulled it out of the pack. Like I have basically like memorized, the back of the card because it was one I just spent so much time with. Because like I pulled it. It's the first one that came out of a pack. So there's that like special pack pulled thing that I have with that. The other ones are all that either my dad gave me or I had acquired. But this is one that was like I remember when I was a kid opening a pack of 94 tops and getting, my favorite player at the time.
Yeah, that's awesome. If I were to do that with a card, the only sports card I really remember pulling, well, I got a Shaquille O'Neal. Actually, I don't know how I acquired that Shaq because that was a rookie card. So I had a Shaq card that I liked, but I also had a Drew Bledsoe card that I really liked and destroyed by putting in a top loader without a sleeve because I didn't
Oh,
understand how that worked.
right. Yeah.
And I also don't think I really cared. But I can't remember if I liked Drew Bledsoe before getting that card or if I started liking Drew Bledsoe because I got that card. It could have been one or
Yeah.
the other. I do know
Right.
I watched a lot of Patriots games after that and was like, Drew Bledsoe is awesome. I watched him
Yeah.
win that championship that sent them to the Super Bowl, where he was then replaced by Tom Brady, my nemesis forever because of it. Belichick didn't let him play a single play in the Super Bowl for some reason, even though Drew Bledsoe threw just an incredible game to get them to the Super Bowl. Anyway, maybe I'll look into getting that card someday. It's probably an upper deck card if I had to guess.
I would bet the Drew Bledsoes are pretty affordable.
Yeah, I would guess there's not a lot of them graded out there. While
Yeah.
we're talking about PCs, BC, I do want to mention I did sell my Superfractor.
Oh.
I didn't get as much as I hoped to get, but again, I needed that money in my account right away.
Yeah.
So I sold that Bell Zetafar on eBay. Wasn't able to move it off of eBay, so I'll have to see what the fees are when they come in. But I think it was $625. Is that correct? I think that's what I had to bargain. Made some offers back and forth with someone on eBay. I think if I sat on it, I could have gotten more than that. But I also, like I said, I was appreciating getting an offer and needing the money in my account.
Yeah.
I think it's a fair price though.
Yeah.
That saga is over. And for anyone who's curious, that was the price. So more than I paid for it. Not sitting high on a mountain of cash from it, but there you go. I also sold a Yoda 50 of 50 character card from season 2 of Mandalorian Yoda, a Grogu, the child card. I sold that. I had it listed as an auction or buy it now at $60, and someone jumped on it at 60. So that was helpful too. So that's my recent PC news, and I forgot. I did have a pickup for $1. I got the Nimic 1 of $2.99, the Alpha here, and it's in beautiful shape. This was from a seller in Arkansas, and
nice.
it was packaged extremely well. It's a beautiful card. So I now have 3 cards in my Orange Andor collection. Very excited.
Nice. Heck yeah. You said it was $1?
Yeah, it was $1. I think shipping was I think shipping was maybe $4 or $5. So it was honestly,
Yeah.
it was way more money than I should be spending on anything right now. But
But
I hadn't bought a card in over a month at this point. I had to get a little fix on a $1 card.
it's always nice to get something new in,
Yeah. Good shiny card.
Love it. Love it. Chip away at the project,
Yep, very slowly. I think I also am gonna win another one that I put a bid of $1 on with $1 shipping for a Tamarin orange. So
Oh, very nice.
working on my Aldani crew.
Oh yeah, I need to get back on the green train. Those are fairly plentiful. I'm thinking.
I like these cards, BC.
I dig them.
Anything
Along
else?
with flagship. Yeah. If you're still watching, appreciate y'all being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, log onto your grandma's account, like and subscribe from her account. We're shooting for 500 by the end of the year, so get those numbers up, folks. Grease the wheels. I'll log in from my 6 other accounts, and I'll like and subscribe too.
About time you did that, VC. Come
Yeah,
on.
I know. I really
Come
should have done
on.
that much sooner.
Again, check out our set guides. We did our odds and ends, and we've had some great comments already on some stuff we missed in those odds and ends. We'll put something together, but this Monday, Star Wars Galaxy Series 1. That's exciting.
Oh.
We got a lot of Galaxy coming up. I'm excited about that. This is gonna be good.
The 90s are gonna get fun and weird, which I'm looking forward to.
I got some 90s to talk about on that episode in particular. All right, well, I'm ready, BC. Was this low energy enough? Did I do it?
I think I was probably even too high energy. Is my problem. So I dragged us up.
Okay.
We really should have. All right, I'm gonna do a nice easy shoomp on the way out. Are you ready?
Okay, I'm ready. All right.
Yeah, that's good.
Great app.